A minute. Can you hear me now? All right, can you hear me now? I'm trying this new headset. I gotta figure out how it works. Okay, hold 1 minute, 1 minute. Attended, Sasanya Abba, attended, Caesar Phone Lana, attended, Sasanya Abba, attended, Caesar Phone Lana, Rue, Imodo Yami, Rue, Imodo Yami, Rue, Imodo Yami, Rue, Ebazo Bena, you are Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear, please. How was that? Can you hear? Hold on, y'all. Thank you. Yes, I've been fasting. Rahubat Don Q, Rahubat Bernard Hall, Rahubat Nafir Bar, Anak Tech, Ray A, Amuset, Rahubat family. Rahubat, Tautek, thank you. Rahubat, thank you for tuning in. I think people think that I usually go on Sundays, but today the affirmation is going to be Saturday, and I'm glad. Today is our last day of fasting. I don't really like to talk about food. However, I do like to make it clear that our fasting is for 3 days and it's liquids. You can make porridge. You can make kale and spinach and mix it with make a soup and blend it up and drink that. So we fast for 3 days every first of the month to clean out our bodies, and I feel really good. Um, my mind feels clear. Um, Sorry for the delay on the update, but I had a lot of work before me. So, and I still do. So, first I'd like to begin with the all prayer. Anuki Jah. Well, first I'd like to begin. Be pa ranen im pa yabab asar pa bathal matat arashtat wu pa tawuba sanen harar. Anuki Jah with pa ashukim pa pa'ut. Wu kalal ashuk. Anuki Jah with pa ashukim pa pa'ut. Wu kalal ashuk kawan jawaf neye. Anuki kasem im pa pa'ut. Wu pa pa'ut kawan kasem im neye. Anuki wahu ameh pa pa'ut. Wu pa pa'ut kawan wahu ameh neye. Nakuk kadur naja. Ameh kasam im papa ut wu kabub ameh mush kas nukuk kador kawan kalil pafef nukuk aruja with papa ut ameh wase ameh aradni kawun leye bakoija with papa ut anuki yabed bi yeh nefasni papa ut kawun anuki papa ut kador na kuk kador papa ut amol na kuk amol. Rahubat Hatet Jaya. Rahubat everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Today's update is about Dana Miller, the cop thriller. That's what I call her. She is an informant. She works for the CIA, and she needs to be exposed. As I said to you all before, I do not put anyone on my wall that does not need to be exposed for their part in playing of keeping Panabab Yanun incarcerated. I'd like to begin with our proclamation. I love this because it speaks through my soul about who we are and what we're not. And I love to read this because it makes me feel, when I'm reading it, like I'm hitting the souls of the evil people that are part of this whole conspiracy. Oh, let me say this. I know y'all see me with these nails. We don't wear nails. What happened was a friend of mine, a sister who works with me, she's not Sabian, and she offered to treat me to a pedicure. They give you a massage in your neck, the women, the Asian women, and they do your nails. And I didn't want to say no to her. I'll take them off later, but we do not wear acrylics, nails, and stuff like that. But since she was treating me and she insisted I do it, I felt like, let me just be nice and do it with her. I mean, we're only on earth for a short time, right? So it's best to live your life to the fullest, and I don't see anything wrong with it. But we do not wear acrylic nails. I'm a Sabian woman. We do not wear acrylics. I want to make that clear. Thank you. I can't wait to get these off because I can't do anything with them. But anyway, our proclamation. O Sabians, look at those who cheat and speak untruths, yet they still claim to be one of us, one of our loyal populace. We true Sabians have these proclamations. 1. Do not tread in the path of Isfat, evil, on his highway of lawlessness. 2. Do not lie about Wu Sabat by rejecting Panabab Yanun. 3. Do not lie misusing our creed of truth, Hakek, by ignoring the facts. 4. Do not lie and claim you are a true lover of truth unless by practicing it. 5. Do not lie and say you can be trusted and loyal to your true race, Sabians, when you are not. 6. Do not lie and say you are the peacemaker when you are indeed the source of arguments, fights, and gossip. 7. Do not lie and commit atrocities by rejecting ma'at, reconciliation of other Sabians who when other Sabaeans wish to make up. 8, do not say you can be trusted while you sneak around violating all that you claim is best for our people. 9, do not lie, deceive, cheat by acting and living in this image of this beastman of sin. If you undertake these responsibilities, please let it be known by your actions. This update today is about Dana Miller, okay? Dana Miller is a CIA informant. Now, there are a lot of things that I tell you all that are facts, and many of you know that is true. If for some reason you feel the need to not address an issue, you're just like the Christians that go to church waiting for some God to come out the sky. That's not a reality. And so now that we are living in a reality, this is the year 2024 of truth being revealed, of all falsehood getting shut down. Okay? And so before I begin, I do have a few public announcements. Okay, hold on. Let me take this down. Let me move this down a little bit more. Hold on a second, y'all. Cause I need y'all to see my face. All right? Cause now that's better. I have a few public announcements. Okay. Oh gosh. I don't know. Didn't I tighten this thing? Hold on a second, y'all. Oh. Thank you, my moderators, for hitting up this freaking chat room. You know, I want to say this to those of you that get on my live and you think you're going to be disrespectful. I report it to YouTube, and you will not be allowed on my channel. I don't care where you do it from. You know what? Let me just take it off of here for now. All right. Let me just sit it here for a minute, and then I can get. Thank you. Yeah, that's better. Let me just move this up. I do have a stand that works, but it's just they have these new ones on TikTok that rotate and move with you when you move. But first of all, I want to say this. You know, this update about Dana Miller, she works for the government. She's a CIA agent. And so what happens is when you expose people like this, you know, they don't want the rise of the Messiah. So they use people from inside our tribe to infiltrate the tribe to prevent the rise of us as a whole rising up as a people. That's their job. So she's doing her job. And there are all other members in this tribe that support this freaking crazy girl. Okay? And I call them crazy because what person in their right mind is going to go against their race? Okay? Especially if you study this affirmation and you read it and you know that it's the truth and you still work against it, then that means that there's something wrong in the mind. Okay? And so, first of all, I want to shut down the rumors. And I'm going to say this to you because I know it's coming from Brooklyn. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Y'all don't want this smoke, okay? Y'all over there lying. You're squatting in 717. You're squatting in 711. You're not paying rent, okay? None of you that live in those buildings are paying rent. And you don't have the right to tell people not to support me with what I'm doing. And by the way, family, I need financial support. This is very tough what I'm doing. And I'm doing my best to step up as your forerunner and do my part so that the master teacher will be out. And as I said to you all, he will be home. I am not discussing anything else about Baba in this case. And before I begin, I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this. This is Panabab Yanun. Hold on, let me make sure. That's not it. I think this is it. And I must ask you. Okay. I want y'all to listen to this. Hold on, let me get that. Let me get that speaker and bring it closer so y'all can hear the words from Panabab Yanun. And I also want to make this clear. This is not an old recording, okay? For all you niggas that took my recordings and tried to pretend that y'all got this deep connection with Baba when you don't. You took my recordings, you shared them with the young elder, they edit my voice out. This is a new recording. This is coming from Panabab Yanun, okay? A recent call that I had with him. This is what he said to me. Hold on. Is this why I don't like these freaking?
If I tell you, you can, what I'm going to tell you, y'all can't you can't put yourself on the net.
No, don't worry. I will not.
You can't. You gotta promise me that you're gonna hold this.
Yes, this is confidential, and I just gave my word to the attorney and the. Let me play it again. This is the master teacher telling me do not disclose his legal business on the internet. Here it goes again.
And I must ask you, if I tell you, you can, what I'm going to tell you, y'all can't you can't put yourself on the net.
No, don't worry. I will not.
You can't. You gotta promise me that you're gonna hold this.
Yes, this is confidential, and I just gave my word to the attorney and the. Again.
And I must ask you, if I tell you, you can, what I'm going to tell you, y'all can't you can't put yourself on the net.
No, don't worry. I will not.
You can't. You gotta promise me that you're gonna hold this.
Yes, this is confidential, and I just gave my word to the attorney and the. Now, you all heard that, okay? Now, I am not going to disclose anything legal. If you have a problem with it, too bad, okay? However, for those of you that do walk with Panabab Yanun, for those of you who know when you hear the truth, for those of you who care, I'm asking if you could please help me raise $10,000. Now, the money that y'all gave me, it ran out. I didn't think it was going to go that quick. Okay? There are 2 other Sabaeans in this tribe that know what I'm saying is real. And as I said to you all, once my work is done, I will post it on the wall. And I will let you all see all my steps because I got documents with dates, pictures, everything. One thing that I always do, and those of you who know me know, is I always leave a paper trail. I always make sure that no one can say that I'm making up what I'm saying. Okay? Unlike Seneb and them taking them fake pictures with that Celtic woman and the rest of them in Washington all smiling and why don't y'all put, since it's been years, right? With Sakina and Charles Tucker, why can't you put some of the things that you did or some of your accomplishments up for us to see? Like I did in past updates with you all. I posted on my wall pictures of me with Congressman John Conyers, pictures of me with Congressman Hank Johnson, pictures of me with Ambassador Nathaniel Barnes, pictures of me and other sisters, and there are people in this tribe that could vouch for me and know that what I'm saying to you all is the truth. Okay? So I need to raise 10 grand. So I don't know how it's done mathematically. Maybe one of my moderators could do the division, but I don't want no 20s. I need y'all to send me the hundreds. Send me the money so that I could do what I gotta do so that y'all can make this easier for me. Okay? I don't think it's right. First of all, let me say this, because I've said it before. I said I don't think it's right for sisters or brothers in this tribe to hear rumors about me, Rahubat Pharaoh Nago. I don't appreciate members of this tribe spreading rumors about me and lies, but not having no confirmation. Now, one sister named Atiyeh Ba Atum Ray, I was going to slap her picture up on the wall, but I decided not to because I got some things that I don't like about this woman. okay? And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell it like it IT is. I'm not going to sit up here and play games and lie and pretend and key he with somebody because they got a letter from the master teacher, okay? Now, this sister sends me a text message. But before she sent me that text message, she sent me text messages before that, and it was always be before I go live, okay? Some of these people in this tribe are not human. And you can look at them, if you develop yourself, you can look at them and tell that something ain't right about that person. I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about people that look like reptilians, okay? So, yeah, everyone's asking for money because that's what they do, okay? So now the thing is this, right? She asked me one day if she could make a chain for me to put around my neck. Now, I want to explain something to you all because since I lived in Athens and the master teacher had requested for me to work with people, a lot of these people that he requested to work with me, for me to work with, has something to do with him being in there. And I didn't know. He just said work together. And so what happened was I figured out that they wasn't who they were because think about it. If you had a relative that was in prison and someone was writing your relative and they was on to something, they was sending him legal information about his case, and that person, your relative said, I need you to work. Right, thank you. 50 people can send 200 or 100 people can send 100. Thank you. It's easier for 50 people to send 200 or 100 people to send 100. Y'all, it ain't going to work with me doing, pawning my jewelry and doing stuff like that. It's not right, okay? So now, what I'm saying to you is this. The master teacher had asked me to work with people. And when I was working with the people who were going up to the visit, it was a clique of them that was hanging out. And Dana Miller was one of them that was rolling with the clique. And the master teacher would ask me to work with these people. And then when I try to work with them, they wouldn't work with me. And I said, what's wrong with them? Why they not picking up the phone? Why we not coming together to help him come out? Because as I've said many times before, I am an Ansar. And we did everything together. We prayed together. We worked together. We slept in the same base together. You understand? So I know the mentality of the master, and I know the mentality of our people, and I know how things can get done when we all work together. And I'm here to tell you that none of those people that I mentioned and put on my wall, none of them wanted to work with me. They're not team players, okay? The only time they had ever reached out to me or wanted to reach out to me was when they wanted documents from me. Okay? And I said, I'm not giving it to you because you just want to take it and destroy it. So I've learned from so many times, I've learned over and over again not to make this, to learn from my past and not to make the same mistakes. So, where was I getting at? So, because of my experience with these people and because of what the master teacher had instructed me, many of you don't understand, and you're not going to understand because you weren't there. You understand? And so people are spreading rumors about me because I'm getting ready to do this update about Dana Miller, and they're upset that I'm exposing her, okay? Because it's an alliance with the devil. It's an alliance with what they call the Thule Society, okay, of witches, okay? And if you say, oh, that's not real, let me let you hear this, because this is an update that was from, that the master teacher had asked the sister Red about witches, okay? So I'm going to let y'all hear this because it's not coming from my mouth. Maybe you'll listen.
The planet Earth, or the water world, is moving at a speed of 135 miles per second. You have been hypnotized 6,000 years ago by witches of the cursed evil seed of Enos, son of Seth, son of Adam, made by falling ones of Anakim, Anunnaki, called Elohim, Alihat in the Bible and the Quran. 3761 BCE or 4004 BC, as they record, and was only given 6,000 years to enforce their hypnotic spell of sleep over you, which expires 2000 to 2003 AD, which is 6000 AC. AC is Adam's calendar. This is the gospel from the beginnings of beginnings. This is from the beginnings, which we have seen, which we have looked at and watched, and have taught humans are the only creatures that know they will one day die. This has affected human thinking as the birth of fear. Don't let others cause your death before your physical or mental time. Fear came with uncertainty, or that led to faith and beliefs that became religions of beliefs, to hopes and desires. This I Yanun proclaim concerning you and your life as Nuwapians. Life is both physical and spiritual. It appears we see them in actions and testifies to them. I Yanun proclaim to you the eternal soul, which or who is connected to the omniverse from the universe and has manipulated through us here on physical earth. So I proclaim to you what you can see and hear, so that you also may have links to all, as all of you, the all. Know this, left brain is male power analytical, and right brain is female images. These two must become one, perfection of thinking and doing energy in motion, or emotional beings, soul. This is the symbol of the braid worn on the left or the right side by the holder of the double helix of the mitochondria DNA. The planet Earth, or the water world, is moving at a speed of 135 miles per second.
Not the whole thing. I just want y'all to hear this.
You have been hypnotized 6,000 years ago by witches of the cursed evil seed.
Now, you just heard that, okay? Yes, that is the sacred feminine, actual fact, lotus of life, okay? I just wanted to reiterate that because I have a whole lot of other material that I need to read. And then I have a public announcement, some things that I need to clear about some people that are lying on me, okay? And I just wanted to make that clear because people are always saying, oh, you keep talking about witches, that's a lie, there are no witches, and this and that, and that's not true. That is our doctrine, that the spell was cast by witches. And you may think, oh, you think in your mind when you say the word witch, you're going to think of what they show you on Halloween, or some woman with a hat with a broomstick, okay? And that's not a fact. Just like they did with the Santa Claus and the rest of their satanic holidays. So now, I want to say this. So now, the sister Tabitjet by Atum Ray sent me a text message and said these words to me. It was told to me that Panabab Yanun had exiled you out of the tribe. First of all, whoever is spreading that rumor, you are actually speaking about your fate, not mine. Okay? I'm a child of the Natharu. I'm a star child, and I'm on my way up. Okay? Unlike some of you that are on your way down. Okay? I am a Sabaean. I have worked hard for many years, and I'm sick of you people lying and making stuff up on me. Okay? You're upset because I'm exposing you. You're upset because you won't combat what I'm saying. You won't come forth with the truth. You're saying the master teacher said this about me, said that about me, and all of these things, but you won't bring no facts. Now, for those of you who don't know, when Panabab Yanun makes something clear, he always writes a letter, let my words be known. So then I get another call from someone else who says to me, oh, oh man, sis, man. Yeah, it's a letter. It's on Insta, it's on Telegram. So he told us, oh, really? Yeah, man, sis, yeah. You know, I said, okay, I'll tell you what. I was just making me something, made my soup to drink. And I said, listen, I'm about to fix me something to eat, well, just to drink, and take a snapshot it and send me the information so that I can read it. I said, I want the date, I want the name of the person who got the letter, and I want to see where my name is indicated in it. So the brother texts me back and says, oh, it's on Telegram and I can't screenshot it. Okay, why isn't it on Facebook? Why is it on Telegram? Pentagram. You know what a pentagram is? Billy Graham. Why is it on the gram? You see, it's words like this that let me know, as a woman who vibrates in 9, okay, that what we really dealing with. If it was about me, why not make it public? Why not tell the whole tribe? Why do you all listen to gossip and slander? Now listen to this. This I have to read to you all. I couldn't find my original book, but I did type this out. I got a bunch of positives that I personally typed out, and I have it in these books here. And this one is called The Shadow People. Let me read this to you all. Because, see, you come with me with the garbage, and you come at me with the backbiting and the slandering, and you don't have no proof. I don't want to freaking hear it. And as far as I'm concerned, don't call me no more. If you got something to tell me about what the master teacher said or what was supposed to be said to you about me, come with the facts or don't come at all. All right? It says, lo, my beloved Lee Kun, my beloved children who stand in the green light of vitality, you are always seen and heard. You look to be seen and heard, unlike the shadow people. And you ask, who are these shadow people? How will I know them? The malicious words of the shadower is like poison, and swifter to destroy than the whirlwind of evil. The shadowers cause down the good works of Sabaeans with the tempest their vile breath. Their spite undermine the peace of Wu Sabat, and their tongue builds temples of deceit. The mouth of a shadow person is like a cesspool from which nothing comes forth except bad smells, and that is the truth. The tongue of a shadow person is like a maggot. It spread rottenness where once all was wholesome. It hatches the filth upon which it feeds. Filth begot filth, liars begot liars, and while bewailing its existence, the shadow person and their slandermonger will fill their belly with it. The utterance which pour forth the mouth of the shadower are hornets bent on harm and destruction. They are the creators of lies and chaos, the servants of wickedness. They are the evil ones whom our ancestors spoke about, that comes amongst us as one of us, yet are only a shadow. They are only as a shadow. So, Sabaeans, know them by their actions and their deeds and their words. Cast out the shadow people from among you. Their thoughts hunt in the midst of your tribe, and what they bring forth are the ingredients of mischief and woe. Their tongue is the ingredients. It is the whip that lashes the graceful back of gracious truth. If the water is dirty, can the linen be cleansed, though washed 9 times over? Jealous of the contentment and joy on others which they cannot know. Therefore, they cause empathy and sorrow to arise among them, and wherein they find their perverted pleasures. Never permit the shadow person and of their slandermongers to greet you as a friend, unless you lose the regard of true devotion to being neighbors. Avoid their associates, For a rotten tree does not bear wholesome fruits. The guile tongue of the gossiping shadow person seeks out trouble and spreads it abroad. If it cannot be found, trust, they will make it. For to them it is a commodity. Trust them as the worm beneath your feet, and let their words be as a buzzing of the flies in your ears. The venom of a snake remains potent until the beast is dead. Yet the venom of which dripped from the tongue of a shadow person persisted long after the earth and has been relieved of their burden. Turn your just royals upon all evil people, for there is a limit beyond which forbearing cannot go. Those of spiteful wagging tongue will run from you like a maggot cannon before reproof. Be warned by Pataruk, the way of the wagging tongue, and take care to guard at all times, for an unguarded tongue runs loose talk. The tongue of the shadow person is filled with potent drink. It's like a horse with the bite in its teeth. Be on guard when discussing the absent one, lest you do them wrong, for rarely is the absent one right. Place not your ear on the wall of others to listen to talk and counsel that may be repeated on the streets. Never collect with your ear in another's home and empty that catch through your mouth. These are the ways of the shadow people, slanderers, gossipers, liars, schemers, the plotters of plans who live in the shadow of truth, yet unable to withstand the pure green light of truth. This is the words of Panabab Yanun. Okay? So, if somebody comes to you telling you that Panabab Yanun said something about me, tell them to show it to you. Say, show me. Just like I just showed y'all where Panabab Yanun said for me to keep his stuff confidential. He doesn't want me talking about anything that has been done or anything that is going to get done. And so I ask you again, family, I need to raise $10,000. So that's either 100 people give 100 or 200 give 200. Okay? This is important. All right? Very important. And the work is getting done. All right? That's all I could say. I just let y'all hear what the master teacher said. Let me let you hear it again for those of you who are just tuning in.
And I must ask you, if I tell you, you can, what I'm going to tell you all, you can't put this up on the net.
No, don't worry. I won't. I will not.
You can't, you got to promise me that you're going to hold this.
Yes, this is confidential, and I just gave my word to the attorney and the... Okay? So, that's it. I'm not playing it no more. I just wanted you all to hear what the master teacher said. He wants me to keep his case and everything confidential. And so all I'm asking is for those of you who know me, those of you who know what I'm doing, and those of you who respect my hard work, I need you all to help me raise 10 grand again. Okay? It shouldn't take long, y'all. And like I said, the people that came before you, they're the ones that lied to you. They're the ones that played games with your life and your money. It wasn't me. And sometimes I feel like a lot of you get upset about what happened in the past, and you try to associate me with the people that came before you. And it's not fair, because the thing is this: no one in this tribe is doing what I'm doing. Okay? No one is going to do what I'm doing because they're afraid. All right? This is some serious stuff. And like the master teacher recently told me, he said, this is nothing to play with. This is very serious. You're talking about the rise of a Messiah. You're talking about taking thousands and hundreds and maybe millions of people across the waters. You understand? Baba, that's why y'all have to read the books about Marcus Garvey and Mississippi and Africa, because Baba explains about what happened and about the treaty that was made between this country and the African country, which was Liberia. And the master teacher said that Liberia was the only country that asked for their people. And so one of the main reasons why the master teacher is incarcerated is because of that. It has nothing to do with no children being molested. I'm pretty sure you all know that this lie is a lie. You know what I mean? And it's like I have to keep constantly, and the master is you can read the doctrine and you can tell why they did this to the partner of Abyanun. They put him in there because of the doctrine. Imagine if everybody in the world knew who he was, which is going to eventually happen. He said this case was created so that the world would know who I am. That's what he said. He said this case was created so that the world would know who I am. You understand? So what I'm doing is a very dangerous job. You understand? And you all have to say to yourself, man, for a woman, she's stepping up and she's doing her best. And you hear me because I got on previous recordings of those are old recordings, like, well, not all of them, but most of them are all recordings from back then. So I didn't feel that could hurt the master teacher because that was stuff that was spoken about then. You understand? And I had given those recordings to other people, and they took the recordings and gave it to devils, and they put them up there and act like it was them when it was really that they had this connection with the master when it was really me. Okay? I come to you humble. I come to you as your sister. I'm not disrespectful. Okay? I'm pissed off about what took place. And if you was me, you would too. Had to keep moving and moving and moving. And I've told y'all so many times that they tried to take my life. Okay? Now, I have a public announcement about the brother Amon Numa. You're on my wall. Okay? And let me say this first, okay? Because I find his ways to be very disrespectful, and he hates women, and this is I know to be a fact. Okay? First of all, I went on a journey. I took care of something. Soon as I got back home, mind you, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Okay? I barely got rest because I had to travel. I come back in my house, bring my luggage in here, and I get a notification. It's an email from no other than Amon Numa telling me, first he uses the Williams and Williams law firm, which I told y'all so many times that is fake. Okay? And I said I got a surprise for y'all, but when I was supposed to present that, something came up and I had to go. You understand? Look, man, I'm not an octopus. I only have 2 hands. And it's not a lot of people that are working with me. It's a small handful of people that are working with me. Okay? And to be honest with you, I'd rather it be that way. Because as we're talking now, the feds, the CIA, everyone's listening. They're waiting for me to say the magic words so they could go run and mess it up. You feel me? And so Amon Numa says that the word is, like the shadow person repeating what he heard on the street, word is that Baba said I lost my mind years ago. Nigga, you the one that lost your mind. Let's take a look at him, okay? Let's take a look at this freaking bum. Because he's a freaking bum. He's a pissy bum. He lives in a boarding house and he doesn't work for the master. Never did. This is him right here. Look at his face. Look at his face. Yeah, I put Oscar the Grouch up there because that's what he is. He's always screaming, yelling, calling sisters the B word, mother effing this, mother effing that, fly, 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 I got my 9, and all this other stuff, but you claim that you walk with us, all right? This is Amon Numa Eldridge, a.k.a. Eldridge Alston, okay? Yeah, you up on my wall, and look, you see him here covering his face. Why? Can't tell me it's the pandemic. You covering your face because you look like this. That's why. Look at him. He's not a healthy man. He got all this stuff going on in his body, all this stuff going on with him, and he can't focus, okay? He slandered the freaking sisters, always threatening somebody to smack somebody, always talking about he gonna do this, he gonna do that, and this and that. But when he had the opportunity to step up and do the right thing for the master teacher, he didn't do it. We were working together on his YouTube channel. He kept interrupting me when I'm talking. He kept on taking the audios down. And I'm like, okay, if you really care about the master teacher and you love him, then guess what? You would have just kept your channel up and me and you could have still been bubbling and exposing the devils. You see? And I told him, because he did not listen to me, I told him, I said, listen, these people are witches. These people are demons. Some of them are ghouls. Some of them are disrespectful. And I said, if you go around them, they're going to turn you against me. He did not listen to me. He started arguing with me, threatening me, talking about, where's the document at? You got that document? You need to give it up. I was like, okay, now you done changed your tune. You wasn't saying that before. You wasn't saying that before, but now you saying it. You saying it to me now. After he went and spoke with them, because it was Sanab and some other brothers wanted to meet with him at the what they call that? The culture center, right? And they met with him there, and he said they want to meet with you. I said, listen, the only reason why they want to meet with you is because of me. They don't want to meet with you. You got this YouTube channel. We popping. We had an audio with Baba, an attorney that I spoke with in Florida, and we posted it online. And everybody was like, oh, Sweat, that's Pops and Tabitjet. And them niggas got mad, and then they set out contracts to kill me. And I told y'all, Quan William Hill, a.k.a. calls himself the Young Elder, he was a part of it, okay? These are not humanoids, okay? Some of them are demons. Some of them are ghouls. Some of them are, I don't know, whatever you want to call them, monsters, okay? And so I want to read this as well, because like I said, he had, you know, he want to talk about Baba said, I lost my mind. He's lying. Why would think about this, family. Why would the master teacher, a man, right, like the master, want to kick a woman like me out the tribe with all the work that I've done? I'm not on drugs. I'm not sleeping around with men. Okay? I keep my home and my place clean. I pray, I chant for his safe return. I go out and work to help him. You understand? Nobody in the tribe is doing what I do. And they're all just a bunch of freaking haters. They're devils because they're being exposed. And like I said, if they got a problem with what I'm saying, why have they not come forth to tell y'all that, look, she's lying, y'all, blah, blah, blah. In fact, they had a what they do, that monthly call that they do. I got on a call, and I said, Rahul Bat brother, Dual Mutef Atunre. I got on a call and I said, yeah, what's up? They said, yeah. I said, yeah, this is Tabitjet. What's going on? Y'all said I'm slandering. I said, y'all trying to make this up when I told y'all that Fatima and Baba knows about it, and he wrote a letter about it, and they put it on YouTube and they took it down. Baba wrote a letter to the family explaining what they did, that was a, excuse me. Baba wrote a letter explaining what they did in South Carolina when they dug a ditch and they were sacrificing animals and they did a fire ritual. And I told y'all that before. And now this same woman who doesn't walk with us is in Africa asking for $50,000. And y'all be a freaking fool if you give it to her, because she doesn't walk with us. She's not a Sabian. Okay, she is of her mother, Dale Elaine Brown, Mary Elaine York. All right, I put that in. Oh, by the way, she's up next for exposure. So now, let me get back over here with Amon Numa. So now, this nigga, right, and by the way, I don't know that brother name, but he's HIV positive. All right, there's a brother named, a Spanish brother named Alabaz, who knows a sister that's HIV positive and said that he is too. So I don't know if they were sleeping together, but y'all better watch yourself, because look at this. He HIV positive, and he got a picture of Yan Noon back there. I'm going to read something to y'all about these type of people. And ain't no telling what he got. He claiming he got something wrong with his kidneys. Okay? Oh my gosh, I got so much to tell y'all about this dude. So first of all, Amon Numa meets up with me. Amon Numa reaches out to me. I reached out to him, and we started talking on the YouTube channel. And then he started getting jealous. And he was telling me that I needed to give up the document. And that's when I knew that they had got to him. But he was hating on me from the door, because when I was speaking to him about what Baba said to me in my letter, he got upset and said, ain't no one person going to bring Baba home. And I said, no, I'm not saying it's one person that's going to bring him home. But he said that he's waiting for me to bring him home. He got jealous, got mad. He started putting his name on the YouTube, putting his Cashapp there. He was telling people that he was working with me on the case, and that's a lie. Who is that? Who's Dubsec? Look, so he got upset. Let me delete this. Hold on a second. So he got upset with me because because I had the document and he wanted it. And then he started saying to me, you know what, Tabitjet? You got that document, and his brothers here, they saying, you know, we need to work together. Then they tried to use Sincere and Ray to use me for the document. And then he got upset because on his YouTube channel, he was getting upset and using me to collect money, using my name, using our conversations. He was putting how you call it? He was putting his Cashapp, his Zelle, all his information he was putting up for people to send him money. He was saying, oh, I'm working on, first he said, I'm doing Amnesty International. That was a lie. Then he said, oh, I'm doing an ECOWAS. And I said to myself, that was a lie. I said, what you need to do is ECOWAS your behind to the emergency room because you're not healthy. So my thing is this, how can somebody be working or wanting Baba to come home and they look like this? He's not a healthy man. And yeah, I put Oscar the Grouch there because that's what he is. Oscar the Grouch. He's angry about his life. He doesn't like women. He doesn't have a woman. He walks around with his 9 or whatever, his Glock or whatever he got. And all he does is slander and talk bad about the sisters in the tribe. All right? He came amongst the tribe when he was strung out, living in his car, smoking crack. And the elders helped him get the boarding house that he's living in. All right. Then he started driving Uber and whatever, and yada, yada. And I met him, never seen him. And then when I went to Georgia, I met him in person, and I couldn't believe what I saw that stood before me. He is not a healthy man. He looks very sick, and he doesn't look healthy at all. And he looks like he does drugs, and that is a fact. So, first you talking about my sister, but all the while you're a freaking scheming dog. That's what you are. And you spreading rumors and lies about me because you're upset because I don't need your channel anymore. Chalk it up, nigga, because I don't need you anymore. It's over for you, Oscar the Grouch. Now, I have something that I need to read to y'all. Was it? Oh, where's part 2 at? Oh, here it is. Let me read this because this needs to be said. And then after this, we're going to get on the wall to Dana. All right? Hold on. Now, let me read this first because they don't like the fact. Let me tell you what Baba said. Baba said the men are upset because not all of them, he said they're upset because he puts the women up front. That our doctrine is matriarchal now, and the men are upset about it. And he said when he used to get letters from the brothers, it was always about them getting a position. He said, but the women would write him, and it was always be about what can I do to help you. It's sad to see you in there like this. You understand? But it's like dudes like that, look around. Look around and you will see all the people that's trying to be the master teacher is always a man. Phase 1, the young elder, the young pharaoh. What's that other guy name? I forgot the name of the other brother. It's always some man, okay? It's always some man that wants to be in charge. And so I want to read this to you, Amon Numa, and it's about the woman who is God, okay? Let me read this to you. It says, no matter what Za'am religion and their Torah, gospel, Quran say, the fact is man comes from woman. Male comes from female. God comes from goddess. He comes from she. And she, the Ayash, female, the woman mother, carries the mitochondria DNA, not the male. The male is to cling to them, to love her, to care for her, to protect her, and worship her. Worship her genes. Their Bible tells them in Genesis chapter 2, verse 24. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother and shall cleave. Hebrew strong number Dabak. Hebrew strong number 1692 on to Hebrew strong number 802. Isha, woman, female, from Hebrew strong number 376 to be extant, living, being mortal. Hebrew strong number 583. Enos, wife, and they shall be one flesh. Hebrew strong number 1330. Bashar, mortal beings, flesh and blood, skin. So it was told to Zazaz men to join on to his Zazaz tat woman and become one with her. This happens as you exchange body fluids. The word is physical, non-emotional, or become two as one, as in Hamat, husband, and Hamatat, wife. It states the man is to become one jasad, flesh with her. Why not the other way around? Because she is the goddess. Zazaz, man came out of her jasad, flesh, and demand blood. And once he submits to her, he becomes Gadad, a god, or she is the mother of God, as they teach about Mary and Jesus. The female knows she exists and brings all others into existence. She is the sight of all. The sight of the triple darkness is in her raham, womb. When you try to overpower the woman or your woman, consort, wife, mate, and force her into submission, the God in her dies. Once she loves a man more than her own self, the God in her dies. Once she is enslaved by her man, the God in her dies, and her man loses interest and moves on. When she desires sex or physical pleasures, the God in her dies. Once she exchanges body fluids of another female, the stronger Yakas gene rules and the other dies. She is the only, and only she can kill herself by surrendering to a lifestyle or Za'am religion that subjects her to second-class citizenship, where she can't express who and what she feels or wants without guilt or shame. She is dead, no longer the God of all. Higher life, Mother Nature, Natat, seed her. She. The Nuwapians that are Negro women have been dead. Oh, Nuwapians. Our Negro women have been dead for many years. Sanut at years. And yes, our God is dead, and we males killed her. To rule her out of Kawif, fear of losing her. We overpower her, and in that Katul, kill her dead. Once she is dead, we bury her and move on. She starts not to care how she looks, smells, or thinks, just like the dead. Once a female expresses herself, her Sahamat powers, you will see she does great things for the whole race. You see, you tried to shut me down with your YouTube channel. You tried to shut it down and shut me up. And you start talking like this. And, I don't know. I got to see because I don't know. But then in the beginning, when you wanted to use me, and when I went off on them people, all of a sudden you was like, you started speaking to the family saying, yo, what she's saying is true. I was in Athens. I saw this. I saw that. And then when I started talking about the brothers sleeping with each other and what a hemorphodite and hermaphrodite truly was, you got upset and you shut your whole freaking channel down. Said, oh, I'm going to start focusing on language. Then you kept putting my name up there, talking about Tabitjet should get a job. But the thing is this, you are upset because you shut your channel down. You was using my name to get the money. So when they shut the channel down, you had to go and get a job. Because the reality is, you was never working for Panabab Yanun. You never worked for him to come out. You never worked on his legal. And if you did, show him proof. Because all you do is get transcripts and paperwork, start reading it, and start talking. And then this is how I knew you was really working with them. Okay? Because you're a freaking traitor. You're a fraud. This is how I knew you was working with them. Eldridge Alston, with your made-up name, Amon Numa. Then before that, you was a Sabian assassin, cursing like a freaking sailor, going off, screaming and yelling. arguing with people because you don't like what they said, talking about you got your 9 and you gonna buck and all this other stuff, trying to put me in it. I have nothing to do with that. I cannot walk around with a concealed weapon. I can only have it in my home and in my vehicle. Okay? And yes, if somebody comes in my house and try to hurt me, just like any other woman or male or anyone that has the right to bear arms will do the same thing. That doesn't make you better than anybody. You trying to put fear in women, talking about you going to smack somebody down, or I'm going to smack her, and talking about, oh, Neeful, she had, that was good for her when she got, when Deuce Wide head butted her in the face and her nose bled. Then you told me one day that you threatened your mother and told your mother that you was going to smack her down. And that's when I realized that you wasn't right up there, that you was that you really hate women. You don't, it's not, and then guess what? You're not alone in your company. There are other brothers in this tribe that do not like the women. They're upset because our doctrine is matriarchal rule. But the only way we're going to get the planet back to the way it was, is for us to point our feet, put our foot down, and step up. And that's the only way that you men are going to move. You're not going to move if we don't do that. We'll continue to be used, abused, mistreated. You get babies with us and you go to the next one and say the same thing you said to us the other night. You say it to her and you cause problems and confusion. Got us women fighting with each other over what? Over what? A lot of you brothers in the tribe, especially you, Amon Numa, you're not a freaking thoroughbred. You're not a freaking provider, and you're not protecting nothing. All right. So now we're gonna get on with Dana, and then after that, I have some more information that I need to read to you. One moment. One minute, family. I have some stuff that I need to read to y'all about this devil. And as you can see, I got the stand right here. So I'm going to fix this. I'm going to put this up. I'm going to turn this camera around this way. Oops. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing? Hold on. 1 minute. Okay, there we go. Now, I have Tabitjet up there for a reason as well. And I'm going to explain it to y'all because they knew that I was getting ready to do an update on Dana. And like I said, I told you that Tabitjet works for the same organization. She works for the CIA as well. And what Tabitjet did was when I was about to expose, hold on. When I was about to expose, what Tabitjet did was when I was about to expose Dana, she gave her some information to read. Hold on, y'all. Okay, 1 minute. I took some notes down because this is very important. And I hope y'all can still hear me. I took some notes. And I need y'all to listen up. Sorry about that. Hold on. Let me put this in here. You all hear me? Please let me know y'all can hear me before we begin. I'm just going to hold this up. I'm just going to hold it this way. I'm going to hold it this way. Can y'all hear me? Okay, thank you. All right. First, I want to say this. The reason why I put this picture up here is because I want y'all to look at this girl. Like, can't y'all see? Now, look, her son, that's Nabab, her son, and that's, I know her name's Sir Cat. Forgot what her other name is. That's Baba's daughter with her, right? But now, I want you to understand that sometimes, y'all, these things can incarnate in people, and what happens is they get what's walk-ins. So I want y'all to see her face, and I want y'all to see that the son got his arm around her, got his And the daughter was smart enough to move away from the mother and go on that side. But you can tell that there's something inside of her that is not human. Here's a picture with his son around the arm. See, these beings, they don't like to be hugged. They don't like to be loved. They don't like affection at all, unless it's physical pleasures. They like that. But to genuinely, look how she's disengaged away from her son. That's not even his mother anymore. That's not her. She's not human, family. There's something inside of her. And I wanted y'all to see that. And I told y'all she was some type of chameleon lizard. And she's a part of the chameleon spirit. So when I told you all that I was about to expose Dana Miller, she hurried up and gave her some powerful affirmation to read. All right? So that way you all won't see what I'm about to tell you. Now, Dana Miller is an informant. Now first, let's look at her name, right? What did Panabab Yanun name her? Panabab Yanun, and look, she got on a tiara. I'm going to tell y'all about that. Panabab Yanun named her Meditet Sokortet. Now, who is Meditet Sokortet, family? Meditet Sokortet was a police officer. Look it up. She was the one of the Egyptians that went around, that went to the tombs, saying that she was going to police around the tombs and protect the tombs from the gold. And the pharaohs disagreed with that. They was like, we don't need you policing around our they said, we don't need you policing around our tombs. We put magic protection so that if anyone would touch it, they would get cursed. But she voluntarily did it herself. You understand? So why would Baba name her Meditet Sokortet? Because Meditet Sokortet was a police. Look it up if you think I'm lying. All right? Now, because I'm mentioning it and because of the government that she works for, they might take it down. Now, I just want to tell y'all something too. She is the ultimate enemy. Hold on a second, family. Yeah, y'all there? Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry, I had a delay. Can everyone hear me? Please let me know in the chat if you can hear me. I'm back again. Okay, great. All right, so now, someone was just letting me know that Iris said that Adrian Patrick, of all people, Baba called Adrian Patrick a giant jinn, that he's supposed to be. Oh, let me tell y'all what they do. Every time I need help, they don't want Baba home. They keep coming up with something. And Baba said it's called the gypsy switch. So now y'all could go running over there to help them instead of working to help me. Okay? Every time. So now they saying they going to talk to Bob. Agent Patrick is setting up a legal call with Baba. First of all, legal calls are not done on Sunday. You're talking to a woman that did fed time. The counselors don't set up legal calls on the weekends. They only set up on the weekdays. And why would Baba want to talk to Adrian Patrick of all people? That nigga sold him out. Baba called him a giant jinn. And matter of fact, that was the lawyer that Rick and all of them got so they could mess up Baba's 2255. Well, no, they got Latimer for that. But Baba Ben got rid of that lawyer. Why would all of a sudden I was talking about they got a new lawyer? Listen, y'all, these niggas are getting walk-ins and they trying to get y'all to not help me. Pay attention to what I'm saying, all right? I'm speaking the truth here. I'm the sister bringing the facts about the informants and the people that did this to Panabab Yanun. Look at her. Look at her teeth, y'all. And look at his teeth. See the gums? Look. Look how she tucks her ninty braid behind her ear. You see, she got it behind her ear over there too. They're irritated by it. Now, this sister studies our doctrine, but I'm about to break it down right now. Okay? Like I said, family, I need 10 grand. Don't let these people stop y'all from supporting me. I'm the sister doing the work. They're not doing anything. They're trying to block me. Iris had me arrested for nothing. Dug her nails in my skin. Called me a black bee. And also she don't like dark-skinned people. She's a light-skinned, fat, out of shape, sickly looking girl. She probably diabetic by now. Now listen. This girl, Dana Miller, hold on. Let me use this so I could, hold on. Hold on, family. Let me cover this for a minute. Because I got to tell y'all about this girl, and I took notes on my laptop. All right. Okay, y'all can still hear me? All right. I want y'all to check this out. Hold on, let me move this back. Hold on. Why is this thing doing this? Hold on. Oh, okay. I know what I'm doing wrong. I got to tighten it. Okay, there you go. It's tight now. I didn't know how to operate this. All right, let me back this up. Because I want y'all to see her as I speak. Okay? Oops. I want y'all to see her as I speak. Now, let me see. Yup. Now, Dana Miller, as I said, is an informant. And I told y'all that her name is Meditetsu Quartet. Who is Meditetsu Quartet? Meditetsu Quartet was a police officer. Okay? And look it up if you think I'm lying. Now, this woman is the ultimate enemy. She is someone who despises our culture, okay? She only studies our doctrine only for the sake of you know how they say, know thy enemy? That's the only reason why she studies our doctrine, okay? She does a lot of research, and even though she did her research, she realized that this is real and that Bob is the real deal. But she hates us, and she hates the master teacher. Now, I'm going to tell y'all why she hates us. She hates us because Dana Miller is working for an organization that's against our teachings. It's very similar to J. Edgar Hoover, who wants to see our organization fall for fear of the Messiah and our tribe rising up. They know that soon that we Sabaeans, that the Sabaean nation is going to rise, and that we will reach out to so many people and change the lives of so many people that are walking blind. And we will wake up so many people to the truth, and Bob is going to come out. You feel me? So they are trying to keep us all down because they don't want other people in the world to know what we know. You see what I'm saying? They want to keep us on a hush hush because there's so many people in the world that we have not reached yet. Now, Dana also has a voodoo priest. Now listen, family, I told y'all so many times, there are things that I cannot prove because just like I can't prove a person is a witch, the only way you can prove a person is a witch is if they done something to you or took something from you like they done to me so many times. So like I said, the master teacher put me around these people to work around them for a reason. Why would Baba say, Tabitjet, get with this one, get with that one? He never told me to get with Dana, though. He kept me far away from her. But he used to be like, get with Rochelle, get with Neeful, get with Robbie. Get what you need from Rick and leave him alone. Tell so-and-so, get with Fatima, get with my sister. He put me around these people, family. And this is a fact. So now, Dana has a voodoo priest that she uses. She gives him a person's name. She gives them their picture. She gives them their date of birth. And in many a times, I don't know if she's killed members of this tribe, but she is a freaking killer. She's dangerous, she's evil, and she's a freaking killer. And there's a man in Africa who she uses to get anybody that's in her way out of her way. And so, but the Caucasian race, they're just using her. She's their puppet. Okay? Now, she's part of what's called, like I said to you all before, the Thule Society. You see? And the Thule Society is nothing but a coven of witches, like most of the people in the government. They're all witches. Now, I want to read something to y'all, what the master teacher said in Els Holy and Jill about witches. Again, hold on a second. Let me move this stool over here so I can sit down for a minute, because I'm hungry. Now, this is what the master teacher says. This is Revelations chapter 18, verse 2. Let me show this to y'all so y'all can see that I'm reading the words of the master. This is Els Holy and Jew. Okay? And this is what the master teacher said. he said, he revised it. It says, and after that, I, John, son of Zebedee and Salome, saw another Anunnaki Elohim descending down from the Orion skies, and he had great authority, and the planet Earth was lit up by his brilliance, because he brought the true light to the planet Earth. And he cried, and with a great voice, saying, Babylon the big is fallen. The time has now come for the demise of Babylon, the fourth empire of the evil reptilian, to come to an end like all others, and America has become the dwelling place of demons, a home for the physical malevolent beings, and the prison of every unclean, unholy demon and hated bird, taking the symbol of the eagle for the nature of a vulture, because it is a powerful, the vulture is very powerful and it kills. The eagle was not always the symbol of the seal of the United States of America. The original bird was the phoenix bird, which was used because it represented the new empire rising out of an old empire. Because all nations have drunk of the intoxicant of her punishment, and for her fornication, partaking in the delicacies of the harlot, living deliciously, will taste the punishments of hell's fire, and the rulers of the planet Earth, who are the real red and black Arabs who fornicated with her, and the businessmen of the planet Earth will all become very rich by her luxuries. And I, John, son of Zebedee and Salome, heard another voice from the Orion skies saying, leave her. And as Baba says, that them telling us to come out of this devil's world. Leave her, O my kindred and family of Adam, Nubians, so that you don't become a binder of partners with her in her sins. Come out of Babylon, so you won't believe the evil reptilians' teachings that Jesus, the Son of God, the Father of Gabriel, the Holy Ghost, or in Egypt, Osiris, Isis, Horus, or in Babylonia, Anu, Iplil, and Ea, or Greece, Zeus, Athena, and Apollo, or Zoroastrianism, Anu, Anahita, Mithra, or the Buddhists, Buddha, Bahisat, and Gautama, are the one and the same. Don't be a polytheist, a person who believes in more than one God by believing in three gods called the Trinity. People became polytheistic through ignorance. For such a grief, there is a grievous chastisement and no forgiveness, so that you all will not get her plagues, which consists of the many mentioned throughout the book of Revelation. There are two sets of plagues. The first set are all announced by the blow of the trumpet. And we all know who that trumpet is, because Baba told us what it was. And y'all saw the pandemic. Now, let me move on. As I said, she is a part of the Thule Society, all right? Which a coven of witches, like most of the people in the government, they're all witches and warlocks. They do everything through sorcery, like it says in Revelations chapter 18, verse 2. But what Dana Miller does not realize is that the people that she works for, they are the ones doing the worst things. It's not us. See, Dana is an amateur. She's not a high-ranking CIA agent. You see what I'm saying? Like those who sent her. And what they did to her was they hypnotized her. You see, because she does not realize that her true enemies are the ones that she's working for. They have convinced her that we are the enemies, and she is their puppet. Okay? Make no mistakes. She's a puppet. Yeah, she's well-spoken and all this other stuff. And like I said, y'all, she's a witch. They choose them. They choose them from when they're young, and they watch them and say, we need the black, we need a dark, we need a Nagar Nadu to work for us, so that, like Baba said in the scheme, we need them to work for us, right? We need them to go inside, pretend that they wanted them, and then come and report back to us. That is who she is, and she works for the CIA. This is the truth. Now, I want to ask y'all a question. Have you ever heard of anything called this project called MK Ultra? It's called Project MK Ultra. It's an illegal human experiment program, and what they did was they designed it right? By it's the Central Intelligence Program, which is y'all know that's the CIA. They did that to weaken people's to weaken people that got strength. They use it to weaken individuals to force them to confess through brainwashing and psychology and torture. Well, they use all types of with this MK Ultra thing, right? They use all types of methods to manipulate the brain using psychoactive drugs like LSD, or sometimes they give you electromagnetic shocks. Sometimes they verbally and sexually abuse you, and they use this Project MK Ultra to like, for instance, I don't know if y'all remember when y'all seen Cardi B when she was on an interview, then all of a sudden she got stuck and was like, or that man on the news, he was talking and sometimes they get stuck. See, because what happens is when you work for them, they take you to a place and they interview you, right? And when they interview you, you think it's an interview, but they really got a machine in there and they hypnotize you. Okay, so all the things that Dana Miller knew as she was growing up during her childhood, they were erased out of her mind so that they could use her and so that she wouldn't be able to use her common sense. You know, like how children will steal something out the cookie jar, or a child will do something sneaky, and even though they do something sneaky, it's some of that sneakiness is used for survival tactics. Like, what if somebody try to touch them wrong or whatever, So children have a defense mechanism from childhood that they use sometimes when they lie and they're not telling the truth or whatever. You see it all the time with families with their children with TikTok. So now, if you don't think it's real, check out some of those celebs that I told y'all, and put in MK Ultra. All right, and there's a movie about it, but I've never watched it, but I'm gonna watch it. But like I said, they control the mind, and it's a military level brain control. Okay, they take you somewhere like it's an interview for a job, and then they take you somewhere outside of where other people can see, like Area 51. But these places is like everywhere. Some of them is in hotels, some of them are in Walmarts, some of them are in Targets. She is under their control, and they push her to do this, okay? They push her to do this. So when she goes to these spiritual people to do stuff to attack us, she's their puppet. She's being used by them, okay? Now, like I said, y'all, they give them doctrine. They give them doctrine so that they could be, Tabitjet shares doctrine with them so that they could be empowered, so that they could think, okay, well, Baba likes her, because it's like this. Look, I could, hold on, I got something I want y'all to read. Hold on. I want y'all to read something. So I just want to let y'all know that she is a Project Ultra project. That's what she is. She's an informant and she works for the CIA. Now, I don't care if y'all don't believe me, but those of you who know, I'm not making none of this up, okay? And they're making up lies to you. Now, all of a sudden, Abraham, here come Iris. Well, man, that girl is a devil, man. Here come Iris. Y'all can't see her. Y'all don't know how she look. But now, all of a sudden, she working with Abraham. Did y'all know that Baba's son, Abraham, took an insurance policy out on his father? His own freaking father. Baba said that a lot of his children were devils. And Abraham is a freaking devil, man. Y'all go ahead and follow them people all you want to. All they trying to do is distract y'all from helping me. Because I'm the one with the truth. I'm the one that's telling the real deal. I'm the one that's laying it down. Okay? Y'all need to know that. It ain't them. It's me. Hold on, I got something else I need to read to y'all too. So, again, Dana Miller is a part of the MK Ultra program. And she was sent by the CIA. And when she first moved in the community, right? When she first moved in the community, came on Tamaray, she came with a brother named Al Woodall, who is also an agent. How do I know? Look, one day, me and another sister who worked in York Productions with me when I was in on Bushwick Avenue, Brooklyn, as an answer, named Shabiba is her name. We were working, and she might be here. We were working together in York Productions. She's a musician. She plays the drums. And I can sing. So we working in York Productions with Baba. And um dog, what I was about to say about her. Oh, so she introduced me to the master head mason of all the masons. And we told the Tabitjet, and I forgot to tell her not to let them know certain things. She told them that we was going roller skating. And when I got to the skating rink, Al Woodall was there, which was Dana's mate. He was wired up. And he was going like this to his shirt. And I said, that nigga wired up. And then the brother Rashad, who cuts hair, y'all probably don't know him, but he used to live on Tamaray too. He said, oh, Sweat, what's up, man? Wow. And I said, and I was trying to tell him that the dude is wired up, but he kept coming. Every time I was getting ready to say something, he kept coming around. He was wired up. And I said, when I seen him, I said, Al, what all? Like that, because I knew he worked for the government. I knew that this dude was an informant and he was her mate. And sisters in the tribe, Iris, another sister named LaQuindia, and I forgot who else. They was trying to hook me up with the brother to get me out the way. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden Iris saying, hold on, where's the phone at? Here it is. So now all of a sudden Iris is saying that Adrian Patrick, look, y'all, I'm telling you what I know. That man is a devil. He stole millions from the Nawapians. So now all of a sudden, Iris is saying that there's going to be a legal call with Baba's son Abraham and Adrian Patrick when Abraham took a life insurance policy out on his father. Now all of a sudden, because I said I need $10,000 and I need y'all to help me, now all of a sudden they need money. And so, and like I said to y'all before, they're going to keep doing this. And then when he comes out, you all will see what I'm saying is real. That's all I got to say. Okay? I was given instructions from Baba to not disclose anything legal. Okay? But I do feel good. If y'all look at my face, you could tell I feel really good. And I'm content with what's happening. And in a minute, you all are going to have to apologize to me. That's all I got to say. Y'all are going to have to say, I'm sorry for lying on you or believing the evil people. You understand? And now, and like I said, the Williams law firm is fake. Abraham is full of it. You know, he's a hoe and he's full of it. And he's trying to get, look, see, this is the thing. A lot of Baba's children, they don't want their father out because they want to be the ones to lead. They want to step in their father's footsteps. But see, what doesn't ring a bell to me and what makes sense to me is how could you want to lead if your father's not here with the things that's happening in the world? You understand? We got great balls of fire headed to the planet. Y'all just saw 2 asteroids go over New York and New Jersey. Two big fireballs. It's getting ready to get ugly, family. And I want to read this to you. So that way y'all could see them people that are not healthy, like Iris, that are not healthy, like Amon Numa, and they all are clicked, okay? I want to read this to you. And also, for those of you that are lying on me, saying that Baba said I'm exiled from the tribe, prove it. Where's your freaking facts? Because I got a letter where Baba told y'all that I'm an extraterrestrial. And if those of you who don't want a copy of the letter, email me at ashantizulu@gmail.com. He wrote me this letter back in 2016, but the math teacher and I were in the same prison at the same time. And he told me that I was in there because Yanun lured me there. They used a vehicle, said they was going to give me a Mercedes. My homeboy said I got to go to Georgia to get it. And when I went to Georgia, I got locked up and I was in the same jail, Clayton County Jail. In the month of September, the math teacher was transferred there by Sheriff Seals, and Sheriff Tuggle was his friend, and he transferred Baba to Clayton County, and that's where they tortured him. They tortured him. They made him take a bogus guilty plea, was in that, okay? Was at that jail. And I had asked Baba because one of the sisters that used to go visit him, which was his daughter Neeful, said that he had lost a lot of weight. And I said, why did you lose so much weight? And he said, didn't they tell you? Which they didn't. He said they was torturing me in there to take a bogus plea, not letting him get sleep. And guess what? They all knew that, and they didn't do anything about it. So that goes to show you that where was y'all niggas at? Where was Adrian Patrick at? I think Garland was in his lawyer at the time. But when y'all got Agent Patrick, he never did anything. Listen, the master teacher was tortured, y'all. Tortured by devils in the prison. They tortured him. Okay? And they did nothing about it. I'm the one that made the moves and got him moved to a better place. I wrote people. I wrote them up. I wrote people and I wrote people up. You understand? I traveled to places. The family in London helped me. And that's how Baba got moved, y'all. All right? It was us, the family, that did that. It wasn't no freaking lawyer. And this is what Baba said. He said it's not going to be a lawyer that gets him out. I know you hear me talking with an attorney, with Baba present, but that is the only way you make a legal call. A lawyer has to be present. And if Shalimar got the Williams and Williams law firm, why she don't got recorded conversations with her and Baba and those lawyers? Because no lawyer is going to represent a client without talking to the client. She's lying. That's how you know she's lying, y'all. Now let me read this. This is called, oh, this is part 1. Where's part 2 at? Oh, here it is. This is what I want to read. Now, this is deep, family, and then we're going to end, okay? Lee Kum. This is I Was Here, Which Was There, part 2. Lee Kum. Nuk kawana tunan aya kawan huni. Lee Kum ayi marar nawapu marar Murreu, Karadu Shalil Panan Kawak, Athun Rabu. For you, my beloved Nawapians, ones of the sun, children of this planet 24. Azkor, remember the trials of your Marir Salafu, beloved ancestors. For another cycle of 6,000 years is Camille complete, as of 2000 AD, and that great and dreadful day is Hayin, upon you Yayin again. For in the past, when that Zamut day of decimation came, all things came and still and apprehensive. These days, South America came, Mukwanu, beings from Makmat, Pleiades, and they, Banuya, built great temples and Mabnayad, structured buildings, to their own as well as in Turkey to the east of us. To the far Sharik east, today called China, came beings from Adramada, and they, Banuya, built great Pararat temples and structures to their own. To the Sharik east, a land that used to be known as Mesopotamia and Persia, came beings from Draco, called Anaku or Anunnaki, Anakim. They built Pararat temples and ziggurats in what's called Iraq and Iran today. They also, Zabura, inscribed many stone tablets and did much Yakasi, genetic breeding. To us in the true Middle East today, called Afafre Eka'a, Africa, came Mukwanu, beings from Sabat, Sirius, and Sa'at, Orion, and we built great structures and Mararatat, pyramids, and Pararat temples with our Kasasat stories inscribed on its walls. Much genetic breeding also took place with these beings from Sirius and Orion. And us, Afafre Ka'a'u, Africans, this was long before all others come to our planet, being the Wahan Laduda, firstborn on this Kawak, Taha, planet Earth. Many other enslaved beings escaped and sought refuge here, such as Maldakians from Reticulum and beings from Zeta Galaxy. Many came back and forth, many Sanafu species of grays, such as Reticulan and Markabian, and Zeta Reticuli of Arcturus. All these Mukwan-U beings did many kinds of experiments and crossbreeding that Sawura formed monsters of all kinds that roamed the Kawak planet, killing and eating Seyeyu, mortals, raping and breeding all kinds of deformed humans, and diseases, and cause much tabao, confusion, and bloodshed in and on the planet. Each claimed this Kawak planet as their Malak own. Mudwa'u, evil ones, devils, demons, gargoyles called Valkyria, and satyrs, Leviticus chapter 17, verse 7, Dagons, Samuels, First book of Samuel, chapter 5, verse 2 through 7, all mixed with humans, bred by them, and Laduda birthed vampires, Lycans, and cannibals, the Jasad Mukrazu, flesh eaters, the Mam Mushrabu, blood drinkers, and shape-shifting Wahashu, beast. Leviticus chapter 17, verse 7. And they shall no more offer their sacrifices unto devils, after whom they have gone a whoring. This shall be a statute forever unto them throughout their generations. King James Version. Many lived, taketh beneath the waters, and came on Sakaa, land and shadow hours, to Katu, killed people and kidnapped young virgin females to mate with. Many lived beneath the earth in deep caverns, and also came out to kill and kidnap people. In time, many Nagadu rulers, leaders of Kabalu tribes, would take virgin girls from their mothers and make offerings and sacrifices to these beings. Once the baby girl became of ministration age, they would take them into the woods or gateways to the caves and offer them so that the beasts would not invade their settlements. As time progressed, they built altars to these evil ones, devils, demons, and worshiped them as deities, gods, lords, and masters, taking the young females up to high mountains as blood sacrifices to deities called Shad or Shadid, who became Shaddai or El Shaddai. Genesis chapter 17, 1 through 2. First book of Kings, chapter 4, 18. And Hosea, chapter 2, verse 16. Molech, Leviticus chapter 18, 21. Satan, Numbers chapter 22, verse 22. All kinds of names were given to these beings, and religion opinions was born. So we, Riskians, who incarnate into flesh, came together and came up with a plan to stop the wars of these celestial skies, heavens between them, with all the killing, the bloodshed, and the great hot stones that fell upon earth. We are often Shayula asked why we created human devil race, disease, and evil, and gave them 6,000 years to rule. The truth, the answer, Shawab, is simple. We genetically bred them with the disease of leprosy in the skin of their flesh. We put it in their DNA as a means for them to be wiped, removed off the planet Earth. And those beings that came to this planet to eat the humans would find them, eat them, contract the disease, and also die off, as well as those of the waters, the inner earth, and those who come from above. They were to eat the diseased lepers and in time return to their own planet and spread it and die off. So that is why we created the human devil race, and we gave them 6,000 years to roam free, to spread their disease with whoever would receive their mark. Those who mix with them would receive their mark in RNA and DNA and die off. Those who did not would be given eternal life and transformed, changed back to etheric beings. Only those of you who are attracted to their evil ways will be left behind. Those of you who lust to lay with anyone, who overeat, oversleep, greed, those of you who live in their own wants, the shadow persons, you who desire to live as they live, will fade with them. This was the reason for the creation of a human devil race, of disease and lust. As AIDS and other STDs, diseases is for the lustful, high blood pressure and diabetes is for the gluttonous, overeaters who has up to the age of 36 to change their bad habits before their matrix reads their death. Brain diseases for the headbangers due to a lack of sleep, loud music or sounds, skin diseases from bleached, man-made foods, drinks and intakes, and lung diseases for the smokers, killing lung tissue and brain cells, absorbing it right into their DNA with 9 seconds of intake. Living in his image and after his likeness is your death, because he is the living dead. His time is over, finished. His world is coming down. And those of you who follow him and his ways, his religion, opinion will come down with them. The cursed seed of Caucasians, Caucasoids, called Canaanites, were only given 6,000 years to repent or die. 6,000 years to become civilized, which ended in the year 2000 AD. They chose death over life, and their own gods, El Shaddai and Anakim, Raphaim, Anunnaki, Anakim, Moloch, returned in 2000 AD and raptured 144,000 of them to take and use for food as in the days of old. These reptilians, called Draconians, Tenanu, made a deal with the Pleiadians to offer 300,000 people each day since 2003 AD for food. This has been going on as you see much death worldwide. They take them dead or alive of any race. So the world of the Caucasoid has ended in the year 2000 AD, and they are fading slowly away because of so much race mixing over the 6,000 years from 4000 BCE down to 1 BC AD, then on to 2000 AD, the end of the last 4 worlds. They have Daju lost their power. They depend on others in debt and are even equal in weapons. They are no longer ruling the planet. Now they will be removed off the planet in our own good time. It comes with weather change as doom approaches. The heavy cover over the face of the planet Earth as the sun and moon hide themselves in fear. Smoke rising from the grounds, followed by earthquakes, great fires and landslides. There is a grim, dead silence. As fires lights the twilight of doom, mortals gasp for air, clean, drinking water. Mortals gasp for clean air, clean drinking water, and fresh foods. A great set of holes open up over the earth. Mortals turn on each other as they lose their minds at the loss of shelter, loss of work, loss of trust, killings of children. Mountains and building structures fall and topple over onto people. The living dead roam, seeking flesh to eat. The land is rent asunder and swept clean by a mighty deluge as the ice caps melt. The skin of the planet shifts and Apophis passes by. The Riskians hover over the skies of the heavens above to clean it of violence and war as it was done in ancient times when the tumult and clamor ceased and all was silent. When the madness broke out amongst man and mankind, the human beasts, when the frenzy and shouting filled the air, when they fell upon the holy land of Africa and the holy people, Africans, even the Caucasoids fell upon one another in senseless, wanton bloodshed, sparing neither women nor child, knowing not what they did, dashing their own selves to destruction, fleeing back to their caves, burying themselves for 600 years with their canines, also taking refuge in caves and hillsides. Such was and will be the likeness and manifestation of us Nasdaru, the Netzeru, in those Zamut days, and will be in these last days of the devil's rule lead. Awesome is the power and countenance of Panatharu, Netzeru, coming with a mighty roar and a loud voice. Pataruk, the way, the final warning. Terrible was and will be the voice of heaven and the wrath. The spell was on you. You mortals had not partaken in wickedness, yet being raped and converted to these fake, false belief systems. The spell of religious ignorance, which led to misdeeds, such as rejecting your own ancestors, proven to exist, Kawun exists, B, for fear of the heavens and unproven deities, gods, and ghosts and spooks unrelated to your own souls. Deities, gods of mortals, and devils' own making, not their gods, not their gods made them. Devils that made their gods in their image, not a deity god that made Caucasoid of his image, and then gave them names, titles, or attributes of greatness. You have become less than children in those days, the last 6,000 years, moon cycle, born with amnesia, loss of memory, and under a spell of ignorance. Out of fear, the unknown, cutting the etheric ties to your own ancestors in the spirit world, looking on to protect in God. Acting as children without wisdom, you worship what you knew not. Evil god deity who killed, burned, and consumed, and then tells you, fear me or I will punish you. Tremble at the call of my name in your tongue, or I will make you suffer forever. Worship only me, or I will put you in a hell's fire with hellhounds to eat. To eat your flesh. Sacrifice blood on altars to me, or I will kill you. Kill and war with all who don't worship me. Steal others' lands who don't worship me. Pray to me and serve me, or I will hurt you. And what will I do for you in exchange while you live? Not a thing. You will become sick, disease, suffer, hungry, freeze, burn, and have accidents. You will lose your mind, lose your children at birth, and after lose your loved ones, separate wives and husbands. I teach you to create weapons, make drugs of addictions, drink strong drinks to distort your mind. All this I give you. I am your deities, your gods, in who you trust. Allah, Jah, Yahweh, El Dios, Adonai, El Shad, the mountain demon of might. That is the deity you was given to worship and praise. The devil, pretending to be God, pretending to be Allah, Jah, and Yahweh. Wake, break this spell of amnesia. You Nawapians, Sabaeans, are the righteous ones, and from the good, evil cannot come. Nagaru, you are perfect, and perfection cannot produce imperfection. It is only the limited overstanding of mortals that sees imperfection in that which is perfect for its purpose. This grievous affliction of mortals was another of your tests. You failed, and in doing so, followed the paths of unnatural demi-deities. You failed to do your divine rights and keep the gates open to your ancestors. You did not suffer these past 6,000 years under the spell of amnesia, ignorance for what you did or do, but for what you failed to do. You were not chastised for making mistakes, but for failing to recognize and rectify them. The evil one comes into the midst of you in your own skin color, spawned by his fears and ignorance, and mixed DNA, becoming an evil six-ether force which they feed. Whatever evil is there on earth comes from either above or their offspring and their pets. Nagaru Negroids who choose to worship their image, the black human devil, Mutlalu, shadow persons. Now, how do I know this? Nuk kawuna tanun aya kawun hunin. I was there, which was here. And this book that I read is I was here, which was there. This was part 2. And they got I was there, which was here, which is part 1 as well. And Baba says in his book, he calls us, those of us who will make it, we are the star children. So with that, family, I'm going to end this call. And I hope that you all take heed to what I said. And I hope you all understand who is the devil among us. And as I said before, family, I need the money. I need the financial support. Without it, I can't move forward. But trust me, if y'all don't get it to me, I'm going to make it happen. Because that's my nature. I'm not going to sit back and let the master teacher die in there at the hands of the devils. And I'm not going to sit back and let people like this that come around y'all pretending that they got love for the master, pretending they all down with the king, you know. They love him so much when she's freaking full of it. And if you notice, they all stick together. You see Dana with Joaquin, Joaquin with Dana, Nababtet with Joaquin, Joaquin with Nababtet, Fatima York. They all live for one for all and all for one. All right? So you family, y'all wake up and take heed to what I said about the informant and CIA worker, Dana Miller. Thank you for tuning in. If anyone has any questions, I will take a few questions from the chat. Anyone got any questions? Thank you, Hatat Dejeye Atamreye. Any questions in the chat? I'll wait about 5 minutes. I've been on here for 2 hours. I've been talking. No one has any questions. There's 70 people in the chat. Let me see. Let me go scroll down. Oh, thank you, Farron Noggle. Your dark skin is naturally beautiful. Thank you. Let me see. Does anyone have any questions? Do you know Atun Ray Mark Brady? No, like I said to you all before, since the master teacher's been incarcerated, we got so many people that are coming forth with this knowledge, like that, like they got this great love for Baba in our teachings, and they don't. And I think it's unfair, and I think it's wrong for men to step up and mislead souls and tell people that, you know, Baba's not writing these books. You know, the master teacher he can't write from in prison. When Donald Goins and every other inmate that you could think about that wrote books, you write books from prison. So where y'all getting this from? And if it's not clicking and you don't like this new affirmation, then guess what? All I gotta say is it's not for you. All I gotta say is if you don't like this affirmation, that means that it's just not for you. You understand? And so, yeah, these people are scheming, man. They always scheming. Come get answers to all your questions and concerns in order to pass from disunity and love and unity. Please share with Sabians only. No posting on social media platforms. A hall meeting every second Sunday. First of all, Nababtet and Gadushtat goes up and visits Baba every week. Why do they have a call once a month? And now she's saying it's going to be every Sunday, every second Sunday. Why? Why don't they give y'all the updates? The math teacher told me they only let him write 7 people. So why aren't those 7 people that's getting letters sharing things with y'all? You know, they making up stuff. They're lying. They're fighting a war that they're not going to win. You talking about Melchizedek. You talking about the master of heaven and earth. You talking about a man that has 76 trillion years of knowledge that's the only one that could right the wrong. No one else can do it. And so, brother, again, yeah, they scheming. They always freaking scheming, man, and y'all be going for it. You know, but I think it's like this. I think that some people, they don't want Baba out, so they're going to support the people that they know that are full of it. They're going to get them their money, and they're going to keep online and playing games. Here go Iris again. Tell Iris to show her face. Tell her to do that. Because she's hiding. Y'all don't even know her. And why she don't got a Sabian name? Why is her name Iris? She don't wear her mijdal. She don't wear her petard. She don't walk with us. She doesn't. And I know this to be a fact. Tell her to say the all prayer. She won't say it. You know what? She makes up excuses for everything. She's disgusting. I'm be honest with y'all. She's freaking disgusting, man. Hold on a second, y'all. I want y'all to see this real quick. Here's an informant that's still on YouTube. Now watch this, y'all.
Spread the word so everybody can be on the same accord and tune in so that we can get the doctrine out like our master teacher wanted. I remember the last update, he said, may God have mercy on your soul if you don't get these messages out. Each one, teach one. If you hear the message, get it out. I know as the master teacher, just think about it. God have mercy on your soul. You see what's going on. Tornado watches, everything that the master teacher has warned us of and has told us about has come to pass.
Now she's a freaking informant, y'all. She's a freaking informant. She's a part of the conspiracy. Look, here's another one standing up here teaching. Here go another one. She on here too. And like I said, they only let their clique read the stuff. Look.
Enuki mersotet sachet sintet atumbre. Enuki mersotet nun nator aman nabab re achach pata jeti hu kawan harar. Nuk safa hasur qaru nakash nun nator aman nabab re ach pata jeti. I hope this is clear to many people have been turned away or held back, blocked to date, and you all don't have much time.
See?
Let
now,
me make this clear.
She says that Baba gave her that to read to the family. He says that many people been blocked, held back to this day. And he was like, we don't have much time. But that's their job. Their job is to stop us. What's the name of this necklace? It's a cartouche. This is a cartouche. And this is the one that Baba gave us with the design so you won't get sick. I forgot the name of this one. I forgot. But this is a cartouche. I've had this for years. I ordered it from Egypt online. You can order online. They have all different kinds. This one is to protect me from the evil eye because I got a whole lot of enemies. So now, family, I just wanted to tell y'all that this girl is a devil. I wanted to tell y'all that they all are working against me and not working with me. And they never, ever worked with me. And when I spoke to Baba, he knows that. He knows that. I told him. I said, they don't work with me, you know. And he says, okay, I know they don't update you, so I'm going to update you. And he updated me. And that's when he told me not to make it confidential, okay? Oh, of course. He'll be out before 2024. This is his last year in there. I can say that. Okay? And like I said, family, it's going to be a beautiful day for all of us. And like I said, I'm here. I'm just your fellow servant. I'm here to serve you. I don't have to lie and play games and take your money. You understand? If I wasn't working on this case, I would be rich. I'm a smart woman. I already had a plan on what I was going to do. But the math teacher wrote me and said, well, if people like you care, Tabitjet, then what am I going to do? And I cried. You know, I read that letter and I cried. And I said, man, that's it, man. I'm going to work and get them out. And so, like I said, things are in the making. And I'm continuing to work for you all. I'm your fellow servant. And like I said, can y'all please help me raise 10 grand? I hope you all can help me. And I pray that you all are listening to me and you hear me talking from my soul. Oh, I forgot to say this last thing. Look at what they did. I want to show y'all something. Look at what they did. See how they put the word canceled on that? Why would y'all do that? This is identity. Hatat Harantat. Why would you put the word canceled on their name? You understand what I'm saying? Why they keep doing that, y'all? These are our guards. You don't never put the word cancel. This is coming from the administration. Okay? She's a part of it. They're a part of it. They all work together. He's a freaking bum. All right? Let me get my freaking slipper. He's a freaking bum. He need to be smacked in the freaking face. He's a freaking bum. Oscar, he's HIV positive, talking crap about me. You don't even know me, dude. She's a freaking informant. She's a freaking rat. They're all rats, y'all. She's a freaking rat. They're freaking rats with that OES crap. Look at her. We don't wear tiaras. Baba said we only wear tiaras to grave you when somebody dies. That's when we wear tiara. So, anyway, like I said, family, help me raise this money so I can finish doing what I got to do because I'm getting tired of this crap. All right? I'm tired of these freaking people. I'm sick of them lying and making stuff up. And like I said, Asiyet Ba Asam Ray, that was foul what you tried to do. Sending me some some text message talking about I'm X out of the tribe. Why would the master teacher remove me out the tribe? I'm one of the 144,000. I'm one of the star children. Why would, with all the danger that's going on in the street and in the world, all the hard work I put in, why would he do that to me? You see, y'all just jealous. That's what it is. You're freaking jealous. And I'm sick of y'all. Y'all are like your father, the devil. You said it in your book that you made the devil your best friend. So he must have told you to say that to me, sis. I'm so disappointed in you. Y'all stop trying to mess with me, all right? Because like I said, we in the end. We are in the end. And it's almost over. And with that being said, hold on, let me put this music back on. I'm getting ready to, Slipper went crazy. Yeah, I'm tired of these people, man. I'm tired of them. They need to be smacked. You know? They should be glad that I've changed. Because I didn't, when I was in Athens, them sisters ain't never said nothing to me. It wasn't until the internet got hot that they all had something to say. Because they never, and whenever they said something about me and I approached them, they had a whole nother story. Because I'm gonna bring the heat. You feel me? I'm not gonna let people sit back and talk about me and make stuff up and lie on me like I'm some freaking liar. All they know how to do is parade and party and all of that and make up stuff. Look at this garbage right here. What is this? Look at this. What is this, y'all? What is this garbage? Well, she think because she's speaking Sabbatia, that's supposed to make it right. We don't worship these holidays. The math teacher said, get rid of them. The math teacher said, no more holidays. So I know the next holiday is Thanksgiving or whatever. Y'all gonna still do it because that's what y'all want to do. Oh, and I was told that y'all still eating McDonald's. No wonder y'all don't want to help me. Y'all minds is messed up. Y'all eating Mickey D's. Man, I couldn't tell you the last time I had a Mickey D's burger was when I came home back in 2002. That was the last time I ate McDonald's in Bible. And I used to always make them burn my meat all the way, you know. But you ain't no telling what they put in that stuff, man. Come on, y'all. We in the last days and times. Y'all gotta start eating for your health, you know. And guess what? The other stuff that I put up, the other music that I had, they took it down. That's not true, sis. Pretty soon, I'm going to be able to tell y'all everything. Be patient, okay? I love y'all too. Thank you, Adija. Don't worry. I'm going to show y'all what I'm doing soon. But as I told y'all, The master don't want me talking no more about his case. I'm just exposing the people, okay? Thank you, Gaia Rose. Thank you, family. Love you too, Nafia Baha. Rahul back. Thank you. Thank you. They don't want us to rise up, y'all. They don't want us to rise as a people. The time is coming. Get yourselves together. The master will be home. Thank you. Thank you, Alon, Rahubat, Wadu family. We're going home. We're going to rise. We're going to rise, family. We're going to get out of here. The devil's time is up. Rahubat family, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Next person up for exposure is Fatima York, aka Mary Elaine York. She's up next for exposure. Thank you, family. Please support me. I'm trying to raise another $10,000. And I'm going to ignore the other people who are lying to you all. I really love the master teacher, and I put in a lot of work for many years, and they're all just jealous of me. Y'all take care, right? And thank you for tuning in. I'm going to wait till this song go off. Thank you. Thank you, Catrice. I appreciate y'all too. Thank you, Saninka. Wadu Yasar, Miss Yardu. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend And please send this around to the family and let them know that I need support. Wadu.